Yes, my first sprint triathlon has been postponed. Organizers told that they made some mistakes in the planning and they couldn't assure the safety of the athletes. But honestly, it might be a blessing in disguise. Let me show you why. Hi, I'm Edgaras, I'm 29 years old, and I've decided to dive into consistency and structured training. I used to run in winter and cycle in summer, but never both. Consistency just wasn't there. So I decided to take triathlon seriously, just wanted a challenge, some structure, and a reason to train smarter. I'm now 1 month into my training, and last week I decided that it's enough to join a sprint triathlon, and now it's been moved. At first I was pissed, but honestly I want some time to improve my swimming, and that way I could feel more comfortable in the open water. Swimming is what I struggle with the most, like probably most of us beginner triathletes. Moreover, my taper week was not ideal because of work. I had to move to a neighbor country, and honestly they had a pool, but it was only 12 meters long, so I decided not to hurt myself mentally. So instead I did 3 runs, and once I was back I did a 500 meter swim and 350 meter swim on Friday, and on Saturday I was told to do over 1 hour on a bike with 6 all in sprints just to blow all of the dust of the system, and that was my taper week. So today is a race day and I had to switch it to cycling, and honestly cycling is always a good idea. Alright guys, what's up? So we did half an hour of zone 2, 120 BPM, and now it's time for our main set. It's going to be 2 minutes of 145 BPM to 3 minutes of 130 BPM times 6. So half an hour of somewhat cold efforts. So basically, yeah, my main sets, my main training is like 70% at zone 2, I believe 120, 130 BPM, and maybe 20 to 10% is at zone 3 to 4-ish, something like this. So I miss hard efforts. Do you face the same like kind of issues where you want to push more but your training plan says so you basically listen? I don't know, it's just so hard for me to adjust. Okay, we're done. Now we're cruising at 120 BPM for half an hour. We get home and I hope I can see my training plan already. So it's been a good ride, probably one of my favorites so far for the past month. A little bit more speed, a little bit of pushing. That's what I wanted so much on the bike. I'm feeling much better, so maybe it's good that the race got postponed. Now let me tell you some advice that my coach shared with me, and during my previous trainings and his feedback, my lactate threshold is 170 BPM. So during my bike leg I was advised to keep 160 BPM or up to 160, because everything above is when I start to burn matches too fast. And I don't want to bonk on a run leg, so probably I will be conservative on a bike, but I will push a little bit harder on the run, because it's the last discipline and I have nothing to lose, right? As you can see, race day didn't go as planned, but honestly it might be the best thing that could just happen. I have some more time to improve my swimming, I will work on my technique, and I will definitely feel more comfortable in the open water. So if you're signing for your first race and it doesn't go to plan, don't stress, just adjust and you'll be good. Alright, thanks for tuning in. I've got few weeks left now till my race, and in my next video I will break down my week of training and I will tell you how I'm trying to improve. So see you there, thanks for watching.